Hello,
Hello.
are you okay?
Yeah, yes.
Let's see. Were you able to email your teacher about the journal article?
Yes. Yeah.
Did your teacher get back to you?
I can share you what she wrote for my response. Um, Her response is the one down there.
Take a look. The Tide article. She's saying, okay,
I think she wrote have some typo in there, but yeah.
yes. Quickly looked at all of them.
Before I have sent like the 5 plus like 2 more, so 7, and then I revised it, made it 3, and then resent another set of 3. Yes.
So what she's responding to is translation apps, what teachers should know about selective mutism, and then using turn and talk.
I was confused by her response. Like, was she responding to the one previous where I have sent all these,
Well, so
or this one? Because it seemed kind of confusing when I received it yesterday, the response at 10 something in the morning.
here's what it is. The first and second articles listed in your first email are more relevant than the others. The third article in the list of 3 articles is very good. So you can either do using turn and talk to develop language. You scroll up.
Yes.
The sign for big feeling intervention. Or association of excessive screen time. So we can pull up those 3 articles.
Yeah. Okay.
And we can go based off of page length. We can go based off of what you seem most interested in.
And you said it was.
So you can grab from that the list of 3. It's using turn and talk to develop language.
The turn and talk.
Yes, that should be what it is. Okay, and now you can go up. Did you pick the other? So you've got the 3 articles?
Yeah, I clicked on the 3 that you mentioned earlier. I'm opening them right now.
Yeah, can you share your screen? Because I just want to, as in, like, can you show me one of the articles that you're looking at on your screen?
Yeah, yes.
Might be.
The turn and talk opened.
There it is. Using turn and talk. All right. Do you see that thing where it says PDF full text?
Yes.
Click that. 8 pages. Okay. Now, so this is 8 pages.
Yes.
And if you want to read the first paragraph, you can read it to yourself. You can read it to me.
Okay. I think I have shared you a blank document for it. You said that helped me with the notes like last time.
Yes. First, what we're gonna do is is we're gonna look through the three articles. Pick one. You only have to write about one, right?
Yes, only one.
So we're gonna look through the first three articles. We're gonna pick one that you feel you're most interested in, and then we'll start making notes.
Yeah, I think maybe this one because I think the other ones were like a bit too long, too many pages.
Let's check the page length for the other ones.
Yeah.
We can do this if that's all right.
Yeah, you said what's the first one, right? The big feelings, and then the
Yes, the sign for big feelings intervention. That's one, and then the association.
okay. They are loading.
Of course.
Okay, this is the big four feelings. It's 14 pages.
And 14 pages. Okay, so why don't we?
I think the total for this actually the 10 pages, excluding the 10 pages.
We can double check that just to make sure. Let's double check.
This is number 11 page, and this is the end of it. Yeah, this is 11 pages for this the big four feelings.
Yes, I'll write 11 pages, excluding annotation. Okay. Let's see.
This one's at 13. And that's 13, 12, 11. 10 pages for this one.
So association and using turn and talk are in the page limit that we know. Can you go back to the official rubric?
Yes. Let me find that. This is not, this just, I think is really the rubric when writing the paper.
Okay.
It does not mention the page numbers, but it's in the syllabus, kind of mention how many pages they want for the article.
Okay. Let's see if we can find the syllabus real quick.
Yeah, okay. I will share you the syllabus too. It is loading.
1 second. I think I have the syllabus.
Yes.
Let's see. Yes, I think I do. Article review. Wow. Where on your syllabus?
It should be the one I said updated. That's the latest syllabus. Is that the one you're looking at?
Yes.
Yeah, that one. And that one is so called about that article. It should be on page 7, 8, 7, 8. That is like the end of 7 and the beginning of 8 about it.
Let's see.
7 and
Select
8.
2 articles, submit reviews, target audience, format. You don't submit it. Article you've read, points. I don't see anything saying. Can you show me on your end, just by pulling it up on and sharing your screen, where you see the page limit thing?
This so-called here is that the article you select should be 8 pages minimum. Here, this one. This one right here.
You select minimum of 8 pages. Okay.
That part.
Okay. I got you. I see it now. All right. So it sounds like they're all pretty similar.
Mm-hmm.
So you is between the 3. Which one? If you want to take, I can give you 5 minutes to just kind of look the 3 over.
Mm-hmm.
Then you tell me which one appeals to you the most. All right?
Okay, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to start it in just. All right. Starting my 5-minute timer. If you have questions or any concerns, you feel free to be like, no, I don't understand what this is saying.
Okay, yes.
Just so you know, you have 1 minute left.
Okay.
All right, that's time. Were you able to figure out an article that you particularly like to read about?
I think like it seems like the turn and talk is similar to the one before that I did for the infant toddler. The way they format it seems kind of like that way.
So do you like it for that, or do you want something different?
Um, in this one, it seems like it might not have research.
Well, if it doesn't seem to have
Because
what they're
yeah, like this one don't have research. Like kind of similar to the one before with when I had the other one. Then it's I think then it's only like the maybe that big for feeling that big feel the sign for big feelings that one.
Yeah.
That one.
In that case, so which one doesn't seem to have research?
The turn and talk. That one that have like meet the requirement of 8 pages. This one don't seem like to have research from the way I am looking at it.
Which one are you looking at? Are you still looking at Turn and Talk?
Right now I'm looking at the turn and talk. That one,
And the Turn and Talk is the one that doesn't have the research?
it seems kind of like similar to the one I did before for the infant toddler. No research, just like putting a bunch of facts in there.
Sounds like that won't be what your teacher's looking for. So
Yeah.
between the signs, the association of excessive screen time or the big intervention, between those other two articles, is there one that you feel is more interesting?
Um, it actually seems like this one is less pages for the accepts because this has just a bunch of tables. That's why it's so many pages also.
Got it. Which one is that?
The screen time one, the association of screen time, that one, is just that they have an extra table where it's like on too many pages.
Count that or uh your teacher count that, do you think? Or do you think
I'm not sure about that part. If they count that little table as like part, because it's not really writing, it's just a table with more information of their so-called research.
let me check with a friend real quick,
Yeah.
but I think that it's gonna set your teacher's probably not gonna be happy with if you chose.
Chose this one?
1 second.
Yeah, okay.
Because
Yes.
your teacher is very strict in regard to requirements,
Yes.
then I wouldn't do the one with a lot of charts. I would do the one that fits the page count. That's the big intervention, right? The big feelings.
Yeah, but that one so-called have 3 extra pages.
Well, that's all right because there's no maximum limit. It's more of a minimum limit.
Yeah.
And we can still get through a fair amount of it right now if you want to share your screen.
Yeah.
Syllabus. So what we need let's wait. Let me write out a few things.
Yes. Okay.
Da, 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 da. Uh, I should have been doing this earlier. That's okay. So here's what I want you to do.
Yes.
I want you to start reading the abstract while I finish typing up this stuff. So that we can make sure that this is as easy as possible. So you can start with background. You actually, just read the whole abstract, the background, objective, methods, results, and conclusion. And let me know when you're done.
Okay.
Let me know when you're done reading that abstract.
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. All right. So what do you think, in your own words, what do you think was the purpose of the article?
It seems very informative with like they're doing a lot of research on there's research in here.
And what kind of research are they doing? Like, did they say, is this all based on theory? Is this a report on real observations? Like,
I think it's real observation. They do say it's a real observation, and they do say how it's a clinical the results of this was statistic and clinical differences were found during the research.
let's see.
And the results statistic.
Statistically and clinically different. Okay. Okay. And what did they find? There were statistical and
The students benefited from this intervention.
okay. Students benefited from this intervention. All right. So let us okay, can you scroll down
Yes.
to the background?
The background is okay.
Hmm?
And then these two paragraphs.
And what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to read the first paragraph
Mhm.
and tell me when you're done reading it.
Okay, yes. And it's to continue to the end of with problem, right? You think this paragraph?
The first paragraph ends. You can read both paragraphs. All you have to read is from any delays in language development
Yes.
to the part where it says gesturing has been proposed as a therapeutic communication tool to help children express emotions and construct and understand their own internal states.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah, okay.
All right. any back.
Yeah, I'm done.
Oh, great.
Yes.
Okay, so if you had to tell me in your own words what you think the background first paragraph is about.
It's kind of like explaining about how uh the interaction um
Of what and what?
like the social and gesturing. I mentioned about those two is it for the social emotional part, it said will help them with their future opportunities, the social emotional one, and then the gesturing is like help the children express their emotions and then help them understand their internal states, like their own emotions too. Yeah, that's what I'm getting from those.
Hold on. Uh, express themselves. Let's see what else is. Uh, gesture. Yeah, let's just. Okay. Start reading the second paragraph, and when you're done, scroll down. When you get to moreover psychological problems, just go to the next page.
Okay, yeah. Um,
Finished?
yeah. Okay, yes.
Okay. So what would you say that paragraph is basically saying?
It kind of mentioned about a study done in Britain. It's a British cohort study.
Okay.
And then it went back to talk about preschool and how like this I think they're trying to say that with this they're helping the preschoolers develop their social emotional skills so they can adjust to when they're like in the go to the upper grade levels, like to like for kindergarten, first grade and up, and to like make sure that they're ready to be reading in the school. That's from what I got from the last few sentences in this here. It mentioned about the study they did about, and then they went back to talk about some preschool and how this is to help them be ready for school and be able to read in the future.
All right.
Yeah.
So let us go down to the next paragraph.
Yes.
Evidence for effectiveness of sign language and gesturing in children. So start reading, and when you get to the bottom where it says infants practice with motor skills, you can just scroll and keep reading.
Okay.
And let me know when you finish reading that paragraph.
Okay.
So
Yes.
if you were going to summarize,
This again have mentioned about another research they have like study. This in the beginning I mentioned about babies between the months 5 to 9. They're like you in what
babies. Oh, so this particular thing that they're studying is about babies months 5 to 9?
no I meant like in the beginning is mentioned about the infants and then they go back to like about gestures and stuff and then they will go back to preschool at the end.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So this is about, so here's what we're going to do.
Yes.
I would like to go, I want to, basically what I want to do
Yes.
is,
Yes.
okay. I would like to,
Yes.
so
Mhm.
first let's just go through, what I'd like to do is I want to just go through the various little subheadings, like where it says sign for program.
Oh, you want to like put in each side. Okay.
So first, can you go scroll up for just 2 moments and go back to evidence for effectiveness of perfect. Stay right there. Ushering children. Okay. Now you can. So I believe the next section is the Sign For program, Latin United Kingdom.
I'll double check to make sure.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, that is the next one. Yes.
Perfect. All right. So, let's scroll down and see where we can find our next section.
This methods.
Okay. Methods. Ethics. No, that's not necessary. This includes the following: ethics, approval, and consent to participate. Okay, move on to the next. So ethics approval. Now go up to the top of the page. Oh, yep, that's perfect.
That should be it. Correct.
Availability of data and material. Hold on, sweetie.
Yeah, that's the I come back. Here you go.
Okay, scroll down.
You got participants too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay. And
okay. Recruitment. All right, we saw recruitment, so you can scroll. Data collection. I think research design will be the next thing, but research design, tests. Okay.
then there was the outcome measures.
Measures. Mention. Right. I think I got all those headings on that page.
This is a table. Overview.
results, overview. Okay. Scroll down.
And then another table here.
Analysis. And that will be T. Test. Okay. Is there any after parent simple t-test? Was there?
I think that's
heading?
it.
Okay.
And then another table.
Mhm.
Correlation.
Correlation. All right.
Another table.
Well, it'll be nice. Let's see. EYO progress, gender, English as an additional language, funded to status and well-being, analysis of variance. Okay.
Another table. And then here.
Statistical significance and clinical significance, EYO scores, control data. All right.
Another table. And then discussion.
Discussion. Findings. All right. Limitations. Previous research and theory. Okay.
So this would be the last one.
Fusion. Okay.
Yeah, and
Let's see.
and then this is
Great.
that is everything.
So,
Yes.
what I think in our last 10 minutes,
Mhm.
5-10 minutes, let's see. So basically, if you share your screen and go to your journal article Google Doc.
I'm coming here. Yes.
So what this first section is just what the rubric says you need to include to do
Yes.
well. And then if you scroll down, scrolling, this is kind of like to get an idea. Well, actually, let's do outline. Because you can make this you could make this, you could just turn it bullet points into sentences and make your paper. But at the very least, if you scroll, you'll just see that there's like little sections for you to include. There's headings and then there's subheadings. It's like that.
Yes.
You make it. And so what you can do is if you look at if you're like, this article overwhelms me, I don't want to just read it from page 1. I want to read like specific sections. You can look and see, oh, I want to focus on the discussion. So, all right, I know the discussion is going to talk about findings, limitations, previous research, and theory. So it's kind of like you can pick and choose what you want to focus on. And then when you find it, you can say, the limitations were da 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 da. And then you have bits and pieces that you can pull and put into a paper.
Okay, yes.
This makes sense?
Yes.
Okay. So I would like you to, let's see. So I have the rubric right in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
And what she's looking for is a summary of the article and a highlight of the main points,
Mm-hmm.
a critique of the main points, and a personal reflection. Personal reflection is going to have to come after you learn more, read it through and then say, oh yeah,
Yes.
write down or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But is there anything in the Google Doc that you think you'd want to really look at? So for instance, you could read this from page 1 to 11.
Mm-hmm.
You'd probably be very tired, but you could totally do it and it'd be fine.
Mm-hmm.
You could say, I want to focus on methods first. Specifically, I want to look at recruitment or outcome measures or whatever. Is there a section in the outline that you're like, I think this will be really important? And if it's, that's fine. We'll just figure out how to break it down so that it's easier than just reading straight through.
Maybe in their part when they're analyzing their own results, one of those
What's your favorite color?
subheadings. Huh?
Do you have a favorite color?
Some orange.
All right. So anything that has an orange highlight, here,
Yes.
no. No. Anything orange highlight something and you want to really focus on. All right. That and that. Okay, so I think analysis could be really helpful.
Yes.
Do you think the discussion portion might be helpful?
Yeah, yeah, I think so too.
On a scale of we'll just highlight. Because what I was thinking is
Yes.
we could either highlight specific sections, or we could kind of say, okay, analysis is probably going to be the most important thing, so it gets a really bright, bold highlight. And discussion is kind of important, and then I'll need to look at it, but it's not the priority, so it gets orange, but it's like a light color orange to kind of say you should look at this, but you don't need to look at this first thing right now. Does that make sense, maybe?
Yeah, I think that would be so-called toward the end-ish for those because that's really when they're wrapping up everything for the article, I think, in their discussion.
So then I will make an executive decision and make it a lighter highlight so that it's still important, but it's not the boldest thing.
Okay.
So what do you think? Is there anything in particular that you're like, oh my God, I need to really look this over or else I'm just going to be in a lot of trouble?
Maybe when looking at their methods, with those
In the methods, is there anything like, are you really do you need to really study recruitment? Do you want to look at the outcome measures? Is it just everything that's included?
I think their last few points in there.
Okay.
Like the design and then the statistics and then the study the name of the study. The sign for big feelings.
Yeah, I got you. So gonna do that. And I remember seeing in your rubric that your teacher wants you to mention the participants.
Yes, that is also part of it. I would need to put it in.
Okay. Let's see. There. Participants' data collected, analyzed, discussed. Data collection. So yeah, these are like, if you only have 5 minutes to do work, maybe pick one of these to read so that you don't, because I find research papers are so overwhelming. They're so long and they love to use complex language, and so it's kind of like, so you don't want to read all of it. I personally want to just skim, but so this is a way where if you forget what you really want to look at, you can at least follow the highlights.
Okay, yes.
So, do you have, is there anything else? Take one last look and tell me if there's anything else that you're like, oh, I think that would be really important to look at.
Maybe like the so-called their first little points and the methods, like the ethic and consent and the availability of their data and materials. Those.
Okay. All right. And any other, like, you want to look at results? Do you want to look at conclusions?
Yeah. The results.
How important do you think the results are? Like on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being not at all important, 10 being completely important.
I think the results will kind of go back to their discussion. So they're gonna talk back to it. So that kind of is important, but it's like in between.
All right. Let's see. Okay. All right. Do you have any other questions for me?
So next week we don't meet. We meet the week after, right? Correct?
Right. So you're gonna have your paper will be due the week we meet.
Yeah. Yes.
Days. So I think if you want to sit down in a space during our normal meeting time and just kind of do what we've been working on, like read a paragraph, just write a quick, this is a dumb paragraph that's just talking about a British study that they did, or whatever, little notes for yourself, and see what you can do before we meet next, because I would love to have to be able to like really help you write a strong paper, you know?
Yes.
All right. So can I expect you to have at least read the majority of the article by the time we next meet?
Yeah. Yeah, since we have officially chosen one, I will try to read it. Yes.
Okay. And at the very least, do your best to read the highlighted stuff.
Yes.
I'd love to have you read everything, but I know people are busy. A lot of things are happening.
Yeah.
So the highlighted portions are really the emphasis, if nothing else.
Yes.
Okay. Any other questions?
I think that should be all for now. Yeah, that should be all for now. Yeah.
Awesome sauce.
Yes.
In that case, good luck with everything.
Yes.
See you later.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye.
Bye. I'll come back to this one later. 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock.